Good morning. My name is Joanna Burch, and I'm honored to be one of the professional artists that is represented by the Art Gallery Prudencia. Truly one of the nicest, finest galleries that I've worked in through my career. I wanted to take a moment to introduce myself and connect. I'm a native Texan. I'm currently working in oils, watercolors, and porcelain painting, and I enjoy exploring a wide range of subjects through the realistic style. Throughout my career, I've had opportunity to teach seminars in all over the United States and Canada. I've taught after school workshops for children, which was a lot of fun. I've had articles published in magazines on all the medias, and I still participate in many group and solo exhibitions. I am a member of the Professional Artists of Central Texas. Very active, and they do a lot of exhibiting throughout Texas, and I enjoy being part of that organization. Recently, I've been inspired to create some videos specifically for the gallery to share with their collectors and friends. I thought these might be good to focus on introducing and demystifying the beautiful lesser known medium of porcelain painting. Many people do not know about it, have not seen it before, and every time I get a chance to explain it to people, they are very interested. I've been doing porcelain painting for many, many years, and I love it, and it's one of my favorite mediums. To begin with, I thought the first video would be showing some tools and techniques that were unique to just porcelain painting, and how they differ from the other mediums. I will get that together, and then we'll get right back to you. Thank you, guys. Bye. Okay, so here we are with some tools and different things. I'll try to make this quick. We do work on a glazed blank tiles, and they are porcelain. They're not ceramics. They're a very fine porcelain, and I'm just gonna. And this is we can have large tiles like this. This guy's wet right here because I demonstrated on it, but it's just like and they come very small up to 16 by 20, which are very expensive, but larger tiles. And so I'm going to mix up some paint on this little plate here, and here are the paints. The paints come in little vials like this. They're different colored pigments, powdered. So I was going to mix up some paint. I put some paint powder here on this, and we use different oils to mix with. This is regular mineral oil. We can use all different other types of oils. Some dry on the porcelain after you've painted them. This mineral oil stays open for 2 or 3 days so that you can work with it. So I'm going to add a little bit of oil to this. I'm not mixing up very much at a time, just enough to show you. And so this powder is going to mix with this paint, just like that. Pretty quick. It's not, okay, till it's all mixed and all fine. Now I've probably got too much oil with this, so I would add a powder, a little bit more powder. And then we have, we just store it because we don't want the air or the dust to get to it. So they're just little storage deals like this. And they're just like a regular oil paint consistency. And they're ready to use. Alright, so this is as far as brushes are concerned. We have all different types and sizes, but they're very, very soft because we do a lot of blending. So these are just very easy to work with. We have big ones for larger tiles, and then we have, of course, a lot of smaller ones to work with. Okay, and then we have pencils that we can actually draw on the for glass, so we can draw on these tiles. And then we have wipeout tools, because we can, this is a glazed surface, very slick, and when you paint on it, you have, if it's still workable, you can always subtract from your tile. So it comes off very easily. So we have different types of tools, wipeout tools. Some, are larger, different sizes. Here's one that's, very, very large. I mean small. And then little tiny ones when we go to do animal furs and stuff like that. Okay. Then we have sanders, because when this is fired on, like this little line work here is fired on, and it comes out of the kiln. So we have painted something on our tile, and this is very wet. I'm going to do this over, so I'll just show you. So we could take off anything we wanted to still, because it is not fired in the kiln. We have to fire this or it would stay wet. So when we fire it in the kiln, we fire it like 1400, basically in the middle, from 1200 to 1600 degrees in the kiln. Then what happens is the glaze on these melts, and the paint is able to go down into the glaze and be permanent part of the tile. So what we'll do is we'll put one coat on, and then we'll fire it. Then we'll go back and darken, like his nose has got to be really darkened, and his eyes. So we will darken and glaze color over what we want to, and then we'll fire it again. Sometimes these tiles are fired 3 times, sometimes 12 times. Depends on the size of the tile and how dark your shapes are on your painting. So then after each firing, we have to sand, because it's kind of gritty. We have just a little bit of grit on there, so we have to sand our piece before we paint on it. So we have sanders. So that's about it. Oh yes, I wanted to show you All right, this is pen work. So we can mix ink, an ink consistency of our paint to where we can put it on the pen and we can do line work. And that's how this is produced right here. It's just little tiny scrolls done in a line work. So this is the little pen nib here, and then this is the holder for it. So that's basically how I just want to show you some of the things we had and how they worked. And then the next part of the video, I'll be doing hopefully maybe a little bird, and so it'll be actual painting. Okay, thanks guys. I'm going to do a very short video on this little wren on this plate. This is in conjunction with a demo that I'm putting in a magazine. So I'll try to hurry through with him and without messing him up. Okay, first I'm going to start with his eye. And I'm mixing some black and brown. His eye is a little bit orange. So I'm going to put a little bit of orange on the bottom of this. Okay. Okay, then I'm going to take a black and put his little pupil in right up at the top. Okay. I think I got it a little bit dark. That's better. Take a wipeout tool, put a little tiny highlight in there. Okay. Take my liner brush. This is in a black and brown also. Go around his eye. Okay. Do his beak, which is a brown. Has almost a little arch on it. My sound is acting up, so I'm going to try to holler a little bit. Okay, still working with brown. Okay. This little Goes way down here by his eye. Okay, then I'm going to take for his head, it's almost like an orangey brown. So I'm going to put a little bit of yellow red with my brown. And I'm going to come with his head and meet. Has a little bit of black right here by his dark brown and black. Okay. Then up around his head. The lower part of, he has a little white streak. This goes all the way down back to his a little bit of yellow red with that. Right up at the top here. Little white circle around his eye. Wipe out tool. He has these little feathers. Okay. Now I can see I didn't wipe out. I'm going to make sure that ring goes around his eye. Okay. We have some wipeouts of feathers. Up here I'm going to use my smaller tool. Feathers wiped out on this side. Okay. I'm going to work on his back. I'm still going to go to the same color. And I'm going to lay this color all on his back. He has white, and then his little feathers come around here. This is a darker brown. Okay, just going to lay his back. Okay, this is kind of a wing, so we can kind of lighten up right where the top of those go on. Then I'm going to take a little bit of dark and go under, well actually let me just go ahead and put these on, these little wing, short wing feathers. Okay, then I'm going to take a little bit of dark brown and go right around these little wings. Right down here. I'll do the wipeout in just a minute. Get him blocked in. Okay, now that I'm going to go down, to his, I'm going to take some green and some yellow brown and go down his chest area. Okay. As I get back here, I'm going to add a little bit of blue. Okay, then I'm going to take my wipeout tool. I'm going to do some wipeouts in here. You can sit and pick as long as you want to. And down here, his little feathers go up over his chest. Okay. Then you have some longer little feathers go out this way. Okay. Then you can also take and define some of these little feathers up on his head, if you like. And then I'm going to fluff some of this. And I'll fluff some of this. Now if you go down his chest area, you'll want to break up that line. Break up that line down his chest. Okay. All right. Then his mouth has a little, where his beak, top of his beak. So we'll put that in. And let's see, you can do his tails and his feathers this time. I'm trying to hurry. But also he has the little barbs on him, so that would be done in a dark brown. And when you do the barbs on him, then be sure and follow the contour of the wing when you put those on. these little wings here, they would be just going sideways. Okay, so pretty much you can get a lot done, but just be sure and do your wipeouts on this time so that that you don't miss. See, you don't miss those little wipeouts on him, and don't make any harsh lines that may or soften, whatever. Thanks, guys. Hope that helps.